Melanie Watson Bernhardt, Diff'rent Strokes actress and disability trailblazer, dies at 57. Melanie Watson Bernhardt, the actress best known for her role as Kathy Gordon on the classic television sitcom Diff'rent Strokes, has died. She was 57. Watson Bernhardt died Friday, December 26 in Colorado Springs, Colorado, her brother, Rob Watson, confirmed. According to TMZ, she had recently been hospitalized after experiencing complications related to internal bleeding, and her condition deteriorated rapidly. Born with osteogenesis imperfecta, commonly known as brittle bone disease, Watson Bernhardt lived with a rare genetic disorder that causes bones to fracture easily and can lead to a range of serious complications. Despite the challenges posed by her condition, she carved out a memorable place in television history by becoming one of the first disabled actors to portray a disabled character on network television. Doctors attempted to stabilize her condition, her brother said, but her health declined quickly. He added that, given the severity of her lifelong medical challenges, the family often felt fortunate that she lived as long as she did. He said he will always hold his sister close in his thoughts and memories. Fans of classic American sitcoms remember Watson Bernhardt for her appearances on Diff'rent Strokes, which aired from 1978 to 1986 and starred Gary Coleman, Todd Bridges, Dana Plato, and Conrad Bain. Watson Bernhardt appeared in 4 episodes of the show between 1981 and 1984, portraying Kathy Gordon, an optimistic and intelligent girl who becomes a close friend of Arnold Jackson, played by Coleman. Though her time on the series was limited, the impact of her character was lasting. One 1982 episode was even titled after Kathy Gordon, underscoring the significance of her role within the series. In that episode, Arnold and Kathy clash when Arnold, encouraged by adults around him, urges her to try walking with crutches instead of using mobility aids. Watson Bernhardt later reflected on that storyline with mixed emotions. In interviews, she acknowledged that the episode was difficult for her personally, as it touched on real fears and experiences from her own life. She had previously suffered a serious fall, which left her wary of walking with crutches. At the time, she said, she felt conflicted about portraying a storyline centered on someone else's idea of independence rather than her own lived reality. "I did not want to do that," she told IndieWire in a later interview. "I can remember saying, this is somebody else's dream." She ultimately agreed to perform the scene after discussions with the show's producers and encouragement from her mother, who advised her to complete the episode. While she followed through professionally, the experience left her disillusioned with the acting industry, and she later said it played a role in her decision to step away from acting altogether. In hindsight, however, her perspective shifted. "I didn't realize what a gift it was to be the first one out there," she said, reflecting on her role as a disabled actor portraying a disabled character on mainstream television. "If I had to do it all over again, I would have stayed in the business." Watson Bernhardt's role on Diff'rent Strokes was written specifically for her, according to IndieWire, a rare and notable decision at the time. 2 episodes of the series were named after her character, further emphasizing the importance of Kathy Gordon within the show's narrative. Her presence offered audiences a rare and authentic portrayal of disability during an era when such representation was largely absent or handled through non-disabled actors. She used a wheelchair in real life, and the show incorporated her disability into the character in a way that, while imperfect, was groundbreaking for network television in the early 1980s. For many viewers with disabilities, her character represented one of the first times they saw someone like themselves reflected on screen. Osteogenesis imperfecta, the condition Watson Bernhardt was born with, is a genetic disorder that affects the body's ability to produce strong collagen, a key component of bone structure. People with the condition often experience frequent fractures, short stature, bone deformities, and chronic pain. The severity of the condition can vary widely, but it typically requires lifelong medical care and adaptive living strategies. Despite these challenges, Watson Bernhardt pursued acting at a young age and found national exposure through Diff'rent Strokes, one of the most popular sitcoms of its era. The show was known for addressing social issues, including race, class, and disability, often through storylines involving Arnold and his family. Her on-screen chemistry with Gary Coleman contributed to some of the show's most emotionally resonant episodes. Coleman himself lived with significant health challenges, including an autoimmune kidney disease that required long-term medical treatment. Side effects from that treatment contributed to his short stature. As an adult, he stood 4 feet 8 inches. Coleman died 2010 at age 42 following a fall at his home in Utah. The shared experiences of Watson Bernhardt and Coleman, both child actors navigating fame while managing serious medical conditions, added an unspoken depth to their friendship that resonated with audiences. After Diff'rent Strokes ended, Watson Bernhardt retired from acting and largely stepped away from public life. She later married Roger Bernhardt, though the marriage ended in divorce in 1996. Outside of entertainment, she remained committed to advocacy and community work related to disability and accessibility. She was reportedly involved in the founding of Trainright, a charitable organization focused on properly training dogs to serve as service animals. The organization aimed to improve standards and awareness around service animal training, reflecting Watson Bernhardt's long-standing commitment to improving quality of life for people with disabilities. Though her acting career was brief, her influence extended far beyond the 4 episodes in which she appeared. For many advocates and scholars of television history, Watson Bernhardt's work represents a turning point in disability representation, an early example of authentic casting that helped pave the way for future generations of disabled performers. In later years, she spoke candidly about the limitations and missed opportunities she experienced in the entertainment industry. At the same time, she expressed pride in having opened doors, even unintentionally, simply by being visible. Melanie Watson Bernhardt is survived by her family, including her brother, who confirmed her death. She was 57. Her legacy lives on through her groundbreaking role on Diff'rent Strokes and the countless viewers who saw, perhaps for the first time, a disabled character portrayed by a disabled actor on national television.